about 5 minutes into the I'm only about 5 minutes into the first episode of the Orville episode 1 of season 2. It's amazing how so much more like Star Trek the Orville is than Star Trek. I can't even believe it. I mean, I watched the Orville when it debuted. I wasn't going to because I don't like comedy parodies of Star Trek. I don't really like them. But, Galaxy Quest was really good, but not really, but in a different way. The Orville is actually good because the humanity and passion behind the human interactions and messages are so Star Trek, it's unbelievable. Aside from a couple of the weird jokes and the over-the-top sort of goofiness that's in it, if you eliminated it, it would be an unbelievable Star Trek series. And I know that's what Seth MacFarlane wanted to do, but it was denied by Paramount or Star Trek or whatever. This is just a shame. The Orville, I've only watched the whole series once when it aired. And we might be getting one more season of the Orville, actually. And I know I've said this before, but it's just amazing how this show, this is compared to, it's bright, it's lit well, it looks the right way, it looks like a new version of Star Trek in the future. And aside from the 15% of it that's got that little bit of a goof to it, if you were to get rid of that, it would be perfect Star Trek. But even with that little bit of a goof that's in it, it starts horribly. Like, if you start watching the Orville, and the first thing you see is another alien jizzing on someone who's cheating on their husband or whatever, it's so weird and off-putting. You're like, oh, yeah, I'm not watching this. It's crazy, though, if you get past that opening part and you get into the series, you just watch a couple episodes, or you pick any episode later on and you watch it. I mean, you're like, I can't believe it. This is Star Trek. How can Seth MacFarlane do this so well? Man, Terry Matalas has really kind of nailed Star Trek movie tone in Picard Season 3. No one else has nailed anything Star Trek except Seth, except Seth MacFarlane in the Orville. It's just so good with human contact, human emotions, and the human experience compared to Star Trek. I can't believe it. And it's sad that Paramount can't get this right, or that or whoever owns Star Trek now just can't figure it out. The stuff, the interactions, the humanity, the writing already that's in the show it's just so good compared to Star Trek. It's so disappointing. And as the abomination-looking pile of trash Section 31 is about to release, I am reminded that Star Trek is dead again.